Hello, I'm Jack from WhatCulture.com, and pretty soon we're going to be releasing the first issue of WhatCulture Wrestling, a fantastic magazine which you can pre-order now at shop.whatculture.com, in which we detail the 100 best WWE matches of all time. Now, you might have already watched Adam Blompier's list on this channel and thought that's a little bit weak, and that reason is because although he may pretend to be the ultra-smart overlord who loves New Japan Pro Wrestling and, oh my god, Harley Race, he actually only started watching wrestling about 2.5 years ago. And on that point, here are 10 real choices. There is a little bit of overlap because, you know, certain good matches bring people together, even myself and that horrible, horrible posh man. Number 10, Undertaker vs Shawn Michaels at Bad Blood in Your House 1997. Although it might not have been an absolute work rate classic like many of the matches on this list, Undertaker v Michaels is one of the best examples of pure Attitude Era theatre. HBK's at his absolute best here, running from The Undertaker, hiding from The Undertaker, running and hiding from The Undertaker. But finally the dead man does catch up with him, and just when you thought he's got the match in the bag, one of the best debuts in WWE history as Kane stomps down the ramp with Paul Bearer in tow and rips the cell door off its hinges. Number 9, and I might get a bit of stick for this one, but the 2010 Royal Rumble. Although it's not generally considered up there with the 1992 or 2001 Royal Rumbles as some of the best examples of that match of all time, I believe that the 2010 Royal Rumble is one of the best structured and most star-studded Rumbles in history. It features star-studded performances from such superstars as CM Punk, John Cena, Shawn Michaels. Spoiler alert, he's going to pop up on this list quite a lot. But in the end, it's actually won by a surprise return in the form of Edge, who shocked everybody by dashing in and eliminating his old partner Chris Jericho before finally dumping John Cena out to win the match. Number 8, Benoit and Jericho v Austin and Triple H on Raw, May 21st, 2001. Now, this is widely regarded as one of the best televised matches in WWE history. It's also remembered as the site of Triple H's horrendous quad tear, and the fact that he then went on to continue the match, including a Walls of Jericho on the announce table, proves his status as one of the toughest men in the industry. Number 7, Brock Lesnar v Eddie Guerrero at No Way Out 2004. When I'm considering my favourite wrestlers of all time, Eddie Guerrero probably tops the list in terms of sheer smoothness in the ring. He's absolutely unbelievable to watch, even if some of his best matches didn't quite come in WWE. One of those matches, however, certainly did, and it was the site of his only ever World Heavyweight Championship victory. Eddie played the perfect underdog babyface in this match and took a hell of a beating from Brock Lesnar. Even though the end of the match did feature a run-in from Goldberg, Eddie was shown to be a cunning, skilled and tough champion and really won the match on his own merits. Two particular highlights include Eddie's awesome reversal of the F5 into a DDT and the scenes after the victory, which saw Eddie celebrate with his mother in the crowd. Number 6, TLC 2 at WrestleMania X7. Many think of the first two TLC matches as the absolute peak of tag team wrestling in WWE history, and it's hard to disagree when you factor in the three teams on display. The Hardys, Dudleys and Edge and Christian put on an absolutely spellbinding encounter which featured some of the most dangerous, thrilling spots ever seen in a wrestling ring. The match featured awesome cameos from Spike Dudley, Lita and Rhino, and in a way almost ruined tag team wrestling because we've never seen it scale those heights again since. Ultimately though, that stands testament to just how good this match was, and it's really worth checking out if you're a newer, less experienced fan such as Adam Blompier. Number 5, Bret Hart v Stone Cold Steve Austin at WrestleMania 13. This match is widely regarded as one of the best Mania matches of all time, and with good reason too. It really did have something for everyone, including an intense crowd brawl, awesome technical skills with a Z, and one of the riskiest, trickiest booking decisions to ever be pulled off successfully with that infamous double turn. It solidified Bret Hart as a heel and Austin as a face, and really paved the way for WWE to win the Monday Night Wars. Number 4, Shawn Michaels v Kurt Angle at WrestleMania 21. Unlike some of the matches on this list, this match didn't have a particularly long build-up, but it was certainly intense. The build-up really saw Kurt Angle deconstruct Shawn Michaels. He put his former manager Sherry Martel in an ankle lock, he beat his former tag partner Marty Jannetty, and it ensured that when the two finally met at Mania, it was an incredibly intense personal encounter. Despite this, the crowd really wanted Kurt to win. He was the company's golden boy at this point, and although Michaels was the face, he recognised this and also decided to subtly heel things up too. The ending of the match is up for some debate as Shawn Michaels holds on in the ankle lock for quite a long time, but if you're going to allow anyone to draw on that sense of timing and play on the crowd's emotions, surely HBK is the guy for the job. Speaking of two absolute all-time greats, number 3 is the WrestleMania 25 Classic between Undertaker and that man again, Shawn Michaels. At the risk of sounding like an absolute HBK fanboy, which I kind of am, his match with Undertaker at WrestleMania 25 is rightly remembered as one of the greatest in the event's history. There's nothing you can really say about this match that hasn't been said already, but it features two greats at the absolute top of their game. What makes this match so astonishing as well is the fact that neither were young men at the time. Both Michaels and Taker proved that experience can often trump youth when it comes to the big stage. It certainly overshadowed the main event of that show, which was Triple H in a predictably slow encounter. Number 2, and the match that got me back into wrestling as a teenager, CM Punk v John Cena at Money in the Bank 2011. Now, if you haven't already turned off at the news that I was actually a teenager in 2011, not a fetus, you'll know that CM Punk v John Cena is widely regarded as one of the best matches in WWE's recent history. The in-ring action is obviously superb, but what really sets this match apart is the feud behind it. CM Punk came out and really cut some promos that had never been cut before. It was the first encounter to really take into account the emotions and opinions of internet fans such as ourselves, and don't you feel special for it? And against all odds, Vince actually put the internet's guy over. CM Punk won, and in one of the most iconic moments of his career, took off into the crowd with the championship in hand. He later tweeted a picture of it in his fridge, as I did with the WhatCulture Heavyweight Championship in my hotel room in Dallas, Texas, not to overshadow Punk. Number 1, WrestleMania 17, The Rock v Stone Cold Steve Austin for the WWF Championship. It's really hard to put into words just how good this match is, but if you've seen it, you'll know that it represents the absolute pinnacle of the Attitude Era. Rock and Austin throw absolutely everything at each other, and some of those punches actually look real, and probably are. The finish of the match is always hotly debated because it really did call an end to one of the most successful periods in WWE history. But I think that it was a perfect example of good storytelling, and in the end, isn't that what wrestling's all about? In fact, to me, the only thing that could have made this match better would have been a run-in from my favourite and yours, the Yeti. So there you have it, that's my top 10 WWE matches of all time, a much better list, I'm sure you'll agree, than Adam Blombier's. But what did you think? Did you agree? Did you disagree? Make sure to let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to check out the first issue of WhatCulture Wrestling, which you can pre-order now at shop.whatculture.com.
WhatCulture.com are releasing a new magazine about wrestling, and it's called Wrestling. It'll have 140 pages of timeless wrestling content, including a brand new How WWE Should Have Booked written by this virulent son of a bitch. It will also have a list of the 100 best wrestling matches of all time compiled by WhatCulture staff and wrestling insiders. So the magazine is available to pre-order now. Follow the link in the description and enjoy WhatCulture.com's Wrestling.